What's good, everyone? Giant Opinion, some breaking MLB news. Lance Lynn and Joe Kelly, who have been rumored to be going to the Dodgers for a few days, are in fact going to the Dodgers, and the White Sox are going to be getting in return Nick Nastrini, who's the 9th-ranked prospect in the Dodgers farm system, which is quite good if we're being honest. A right-handed pitcher, Jordan Leasure, and Trayce Thompson, outfielder. So let's start with the Dodgers. What are they going to get? Well, I think Lance Lynn is going to turn it around in LA because for most of his career, I think, in my opinion, he's been a high-end 3, low-end 2 starter for most teams. And if you look at his past 2 years with the White Sox before this year, his ERA is sub-4. He's giving up less hits than innings pitched. He's striking out a little bit more than innings pitched. And this season, I mean, the White Sox are just a mess. Let's just be honest. Their team is a utter disaster. And that definitely doesn't help him. Yeah, is it on Lance Lynn to locate and find the zone and not give up as many runs? Yeah, totally. But he's not this bad whatsoever. And the Dodgers always find a way to work magic, especially at the trade deadline. But Lance Lynn, he's a veteran reliever. He's been in playoff moments before, notably with the Cardinals back in the day. And I think the upside with Lance Lynn is that he pitches like around a 3 ERA in the 14 games he has with the Dodgers, which could very well help them, and I think it will make them a better team. Joe Kelly is also an interesting piece. You just look at his ERA straight up and you're like, okay, well, he's not really going to add anything besides the fact that he's a former Dodger. But you take a look at his splits, he actually pitches right-handed pitching very, very well. I'm pretty sure right-handed hitters have an OPS of a little bit above 600 versus Joe Kelly, right-handed hitters, 600. Now, versus lefties, it's a different story. That number is around 800. So it makes sense why his ERA is kind of where it is, but versus right-handed pitching, he's done an excellent job, and I believe he's also done a good job at not giving up too many home runs, if I'm remembering the numbers correctly. So from the Dodgers, I really do like this move. Now, they are giving up Nick Nastrini, so let's talk some White Sox. Who are they getting? Nick Nastrini is obviously the big piece, the 9th-ranked prospect. I was reading up a little bit about him, and he was at one point considered a very good prospect even before the draft. But as I found out by his numbers and the story, he struggles with command. And that is his big flaw because he's got great stuff. He's got strikeout stuff too. He's phenomenal, but he gives up too many walks and he is so inconsistent at finding the zone that it will lead to him kind of getting tagged up a little bit for some runs. So that's the main issue. And I'm not really sure that this is a good prospect for the White Sox specifically to tackle, is a pitcher with control issues. Now, could they flip him? That's what I would do because I don't trust the White Sox probably with anyone, but especially not with the guy who struggles with command. But he's a good piece to get for the White Sox, whether they keep him or if they ship him off. Who knows? He's a good piece, and this guy is highly touted. He's got some really good stuff. Control is just a major, major issue for him, and that's why the Dodgers drafted him, because they thought that they could fix him. They drafted him in the 4th round, which says a lot because his control issues were severe. And that's why he fell to the 4th, so he probably would have been a 2nd, maybe even late 1st-round pick. Now, Jordan Leasure is an underrated piece in this deal. He's pitching in Double-A, and, man, he's doing a great job out of that bullpen. I believe his ERA is around sub-3. He's getting a lot of strikeouts, too. He hasn't given up too many runs. The thing about Jordan Leasure is that he's kind of been, last year in Double-A, he kind of got rocked a bit. I actually just pulled up his numbers right now. Let me read off Jordan Leasure's numbers in the minor leagues this season. 35 innings pitched, 21 hits given up, 12 runs, so there is that. He does give up home runs, which is an issue, something that needs to be fixed, especially if you're a relief pitcher. 6 home runs, 16 walks, but 56 strikeouts. He's got really good potential. 3.09 ERA in Double-A. I think Jordan Leasure could be a very solid piece for the Chicago White Sox, probably in 2025 at the very earliest. And then Trayce Thompson, who they're getting, I mean, why at that point? I just don't get that. So grades. I love this trade for the Dodgers. I really do. They have a loaded farm system to where losing Nastrini and Leasure probably won't hurt them whatsoever. If anything, maybe, well, I guess it could, but the Dodgers can afford to do this because they just pull out prospects from under the hat. Like, it's unbelievable. But for the Dodgers, Lance Lynn, Joe Kelly, I think they're going to do great in LA. Like I said, I think expecting Lance Lynn to have a 3 ERA while pitching for the Dodgers this season is completely reasonable, and I think he will do it. He's a veteran starter. He'll be able to do it. He's getting away from the mess of Chicago, at least the south side. And then Joe Kelly, he pitches very well versus right-handed hitting. Back as a Dodger, he's got that swagger. I think he's going to upgrade the team, especially the bullpen. So I'm going to give it for the Dodgers. I'm going to give it an A-. I really think that they gave up some intriguing prospects for sure. Don't get me wrong. I actually like the players that the White Sox are getting in return minus Trayce Thompson, but still, the Dodgers, they always do it. They find a way. Now for the White Sox, honestly, I think this is a pretty solid return. I like Nick Nastrini. I really do. He's got major control issues, but if that can be fixed, he can be very, very good. And Jordan Leasure, I think he might end up being the best piece in this deal. I think his minor league numbers are very good so far, but who knows? Both of them have only made it to Double-A, so maybe I just sound like a complete idiot, and both of these guys will never make the major leagues. Who knows? From the White Sox, to be honest, I'm leaning A-, maybe more so B+. Well, I'm going to give it an A-. The White Sox weren't winning anything. They had to get rid of pieces, and I think they got two intriguing prospects for sure. So let me know what you think about this. This is a long video. I've been talking a lot. Interesting how that happens. I'm so invested in the Dodgers situation as a Giants fan, but let me know what you think about this video, Dodgers and White Sox fans. What do you think? Yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.